India has always been famous for its mysticism. This country is also a place for wonderful scenery, architecture, lands, and where religion and spirituality is still a part of everyday life. There is hardly any other place on earth where the 1,000-year-old tradition can be conserved at such a high level. This is the land where the 7 Maharishis lived. Maha means great, and Rishi means saint. They taught people sciences and arts, but besides teaching, they had some other activities that not many people are familiar with yet. They were at such high levels of purity and consciousness that they were able to see through time and space. With this ability, they were able to see the future lives of many people, including those who have not yet been born. Fortunately, they conserved their knowledge through the ancient technique of dried palm leaves for the after ages, for us. In fact, these leaves were written personally to us. They are meant to give us guidance in our very own individual life. And for 2,000 years, these leaves have been waiting to be found by their rightful owner. To find someone's leaf, a thumbprint is needed. For women, it is the left, and for men, it is the right. Even though our thumbprint is very unique, it can still be categorized by certain guidelines. There are 108 different types that exist in the tradition of palm leaves. Since our thumbprint works as a code, it allocates our personality, and for some extent, the tendencies of our life. Those people who have the same type of thumbprint have very similar personalities and walks of life. Likewise, the palm leaves are sorted into bundles according to the thumbprint and date of birth. These bundles contain approximately 40 to 50 individual palm leaves. As the palm leaf reader gets the thumbprint, he defines the type and proceeds to the main library. He then retrieves 2 to 3 bundles that match the thumbprint the closest. Once he has the bundles, it is time to do the matching process through live video connection. At the beginning of every palm leaf, there is a matching chapter. It contains accurate information of our lives: our name, the name of our parents, the names of past and present relationships, the date and time of our birth, our job, studies, the number and gender of siblings and children. There are also other significant events, such as accidents, operations, future plans, and thoughts. During the matching, the reader says one statement at a time from a particular leaf, and we only need to verify it with a yes or a no. As long as our answer is yes to the statements, he stays on that specific leaf. Upon getting the answer no, he passes that leaf and goes to the next one. Every statement needs to be correct on the leaf, and if all the information is correct, we know we had found the person's leaf. The next phase of the process is to have the content of the main chapter read. The palm leaf was not written from the person's birth, but from the stage of life when she or he faces the biggest crossroads. Let them be spiritual, personal, or professional in nature. This is the period when people get to find their leaf. The present time of their life is profoundly described from many prospects, giving useful insights to the person from a deeper level, why and what is happening. Then the leaf talks about the future, divided into a few years span, depending on how long a certain main stage or tendency is. The future is always told in a way that can be taken in by the owner of the palm leaf. It is meant to provide guidance and not pressure. There is a past life that accumulated the most amount of karma, thus it has the most malefic effect on this present one, and in a reading one will be told about these events. On top of that, the last chapter of the leaf contains remedies that help balance the negative effects of the present period, of our birth chart, and it can also minimize the karmic impacts of our past lives. not only do we get a useful guidance for our lives, but we also gain effective tools that can take our life to a happier, more fulfilled state of existence.